What does true wealth look like? A $2 billion palace, a $400 million yacht, and a $230 million private jet? It sounds outrageous, but for the man who transformed Dubai into the marvel it is today, it's almost fitting. Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid al-Makhtoum didn't just build a city, he built a symbol of ambition and luxury. And with that came a fortune few can imagine. Join us as we explore the life of a sheikh richer than the Prince of Saudi Arabia. The Golden Palace. They say if heaven had a door on earth, it would probably resemble Sheikh Mohammed's palace in Dubai. His main royal residence is known as Sabel Palace, located right in the heart of Dubai. Many people also call it the Golden Palace because of its grandiose design, gleaming gates, and the luxury that fills every corner. Sabel Palace is not open to the public, but even from the outside, it's clear this is no ordinary house. It's surrounded by high walls, military guards, and private security. The roads leading to the palace are always clean and quiet. The lawns are perfectly manicured, and the trees are lined up as if drawn with a ruler. The palace gates are crafted with real gold details, and the metal bars are adorned with the royal emblem. At night, lights shine through the gates, making them gleam like gold in the darkness. The design blends ancient Arabian styles with modern luxury, showcasing the sheikh's taste for both tradition and opulence. Inside the palace, the rooms are said to be covered in gold, marble, and fine silk. According to those who have been invited, the floors are made of white Italian marble, and the ceilings are painted with gold patterns. Colossal chandeliers hang from the ceiling, some made with crystals from Europe. Each room is decorated with rare objects from different countries: carpets from Persia, artwork from France, gold lamps from Morocco, and antique furniture from England. Every chair, table, and decorative piece within the palace is custom made, often using real gold, silver, and diamonds. The palace also includes large private gardens where birds from Africa, India, and Asia fly freely. There are private lakes, artificial waterfalls, and even a mini zoo that houses rare animals such as white lions and royal falcons. Next to the palace, there is also a private airstrip where his helicopters land and take off. This means that Sheikh Mohammed can come and go from his residence without using public roads. He also has a private tunnel connecting the palace to other royal buildings in the city. The palace is not just a home. It's also a meeting place for world leaders, business magnates, and members of the royal family. Deals worth billions of dollars have been discussed and agreed upon within its gold-plated halls. When foreign presidents or kings visit Dubai, many are taken to Sabel Palace for private dinners and quiet conversations. Breakfast at Sheikh Mohammed's palace feels more like an art exhibition than a meal. The table is adorned with exotic fruits brought from around the globe, cakes covered in real gold, and the finest honey poured like liquid light. Nothing is placed by accident. Everything is arranged to impress both the eye and the palate. His coffee is no ordinary blend. It's served with milk sourced exclusively from carefully raised, grain-fed cows. Even the spoons and forks gleam, each coated in pure gold, making even the simplest bite feel regal. Nor is it a quiet meal. The sheikh often spends his mornings with his family, using the quiet hours to laugh, talk, and enjoy a peaceful start together, away from the public eye. And when it comes to flavor, there are no limits. On just one trip abroad, the family once spent $2 million. Yes, $2 million on strawberries alone, simply because they could. Luxury travel and transportation. When it comes to how Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Makhtoum gets around, the word luxury doesn't even begin to describe it. His travel style showcases just how rich and powerful he is. Whether on land, in the air, or at sea, he uses some of the most expensive and custom-built machines in the world. His fleet consists of private jets, super yachts, luxury cars, and even a helicopter, all carefully selected to match his royal lifestyle. Let's start with the private jet. Sheikh Mohammed is known to own a Boeing 747, an aircraft that typically carries hundreds of passengers, but his version isn't like any ordinary plane. It's a flying palace. The jet boasts gold-plated furniture, private bedrooms, meeting rooms, entertainment areas, and even a prayer room. The cost of this private jet is estimated to exceed $500 million. This aircraft allows him to fly around the world in complete comfort, with his team and security always at his side. He also owns other, smaller private jets for short trips within the Middle East or around Europe. These jets are equipped with the same kind of comfort you'd find in a five-star hotel. Everything, from the leather seats to the gold faucets, is custom made. Now, let's talk about his cars. Sheikh Mohammed has an enormous car collection that includes some of the rarest and most expensive cars in the world. His garages are filled with Rolls-Royce Phantoms, Bentleys, Ferraris, Lamborghinis, Mercedes-Benz G-Wagons, and Bugattis. Some of these cars are coated in pure gold, while others are custom-made with his initials or his family crest. One of his most famous cars is a Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon, which was built with 6 wheels instead of 4, specially designed for desert driving. That car alone is worth over $1 million. He is also known to own a custom Bugatti Veyron, which can cost over $2 million. Sheikh Mohammed doesn't just drive these cars in Dubai. When he travels, some of his favorite cars are flown in advance on separate cargo planes, so they are waiting for him when he arrives. This shows how much he values comfort, speed, and style, no matter where he is in the world. When it comes to the sea, Sheikh Mohammed owns at least one super yacht called Dubai. This yacht is one of the largest private yachts in the world, measuring approximately 530 feet in length and valued at over $400 million. It boasts its own helipad, swimming pool, cinema, spa, nightclub, and guest suites. It can accommodate dozens of guests and staff, making it a floating 5-star hotel. The yacht is often seen docked in private marinas in Dubai or on the Mediterranean Sea. Sheikh Mohammed also has helicopters for his personal use. These are frequently used when he needs to move quickly between locations in Dubai or attend official events without the stress of road traffic. These helicopters are fully customized and come with leather seats, soundproof cabins, and state-of-the-art security equipment. In some cases, Sheikh Mohammed has been known to travel between his palaces and offices using armored vehicles that are bulletproof and designed to protect against attacks. These vehicles look simple from the outside, but they are strong, powerful, and extremely expensive, sometimes costing over $500,000 each. For longer trips into the desert or for private getaways, he also uses custom-built caravans and motorhomes, which are more like small palaces on wheels. These vehicles come with beds, kitchens, satellite TVs, and even meeting rooms. Dinners. When Sheikh Mohammed hosts a dinner, it's not just a meal. It's an experience that seems lifted straight from the pages of an ancient Arabian legend. Guests don't just arrive, they enter through courtyards lit by golden lanterns, greeted by the gentle rhythm of live oud music and the rich aroma of oud wood burning in the air. The guest list is as grand as the setting. Kings, presidents, Hollywood stars, and global billionaires, all seated at the same table. But despite the status in the room, the atmosphere remains warm. Smiles are shared, stories are told, and laughter echoes under the stars. The food is another world altogether. Each dish is handcrafted by master chefs using the rarest ingredients, from black caviar imported from Russia to slow-cooked lamb with spices from India, all crowned with edible gold leaf. Each dish is placed on a gold-plated platter, and guests eat with pure silver cutlery polished to a gleaming shine. As the last course is served, the entertainment begins, not with noisy shows, but with traditional Emirati dances and sometimes a private falconry display. With a single gesture, the sheikh signals a majestic falcon to soar into the sky and return to his arm, a symbol of power, pride, and heritage. For many, it's not just dinner. It's an evening they will remember for the rest of their lives and a taste of a world few will ever see. We realize we want to look at the American horse. We like the American track, for example. You're looking for a shorter cannonball. Horses, falcons, and exotic animals. Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid al-Makhtoum is not only known for his wealth and leadership, but also for his deep connection to animals, especially horses, falcons, and rare wildlife. These animals are not just pets to him. They are part of his personal life, culture, and royal identity. He has spent hundreds of millions of dollars building an animal empire that very few people in the world can match. Let's start with the horses. Sheikh Mohammed's love for horses began in his childhood. He grew up riding Arabian horses, which are an important part of Emirati tradition. As he got older, this love evolved into one of the world's largest horse racing and breeding operations. He is the founder of Godolphin, a renowned horse racing team based in Dubai, with operations in the UK, Ireland, Australia, and the US. Godolphin owns thousands of horses. Each one is specially trained for racing, and many have won major international races, including the Dubai World Cup, one of the richest horse races in the world. Some of these horses are worth more than $10 million each. In fact, Sheikh Mohammed has spent over $500 million buying and breeding racehorses. He also owns Darley Stout, a top-tier horse breeding operation. Through Darley, he produces champion horses that are sold and raced all over the world. His horse farms cover thousands of acres and are home to some of the best trainers, veterinarians, and caretakers money can buy. Now let's talk about falcons. In the culture of the United Arab Emirates, falcons are a symbol of pride, tradition, and power. Falconry, the sport of hunting with falcons, has been practiced in the region for hundreds of years, but Sheikh Mohammed has taken this tradition to another level. He owns dozens of falcons, many of them trained to follow commands, hunt, and return to him during desert excursions. These birds are not ordinary falcons. Some of them are specially bred hybrids trained by the world's leading experts. A single falcon in his collection can cost up to $1 million. His birds are kept in air-conditioned rooms and often fly in first-class cabins on international trips. He even built private falcon hospitals in Dubai to ensure his birds receive the best possible care. These hospitals have veterinarians who treat injured or sick falcons using the most advanced medical tools. In addition to horses and falcons, Sheikh Mohammed has a deep interest in exotic animals. On his private properties, it is common to find animals such as white lions, cheetahs, gazelles, giraffes, zebras, and Arabian oryx. These animals live in large open areas that resemble natural habitats. They are cared for by full-time staff who feed, bathe, and monitor their health. One of his private properties is said to have a mini zoo housing some of the rarest animals. These animals are not just for display. They represent the beauty and pride of the wild, something Sheikh Mohammed wants to preserve and protect. He is also known for gifting some of these animals as royal presents to friends, leaders, and guests. In Arab culture, gifting a falcon or a rare horse is considered a sign of deep respect. Sheikh Mohammed also participates in camel racing, another traditional sport in the UAE. Some of his racing camels are trained with high-tech machines, and the races attract millions of dollars in prizes. To support all of this, Sheikh Mohammed has hundreds of employees working as trainers, handlers, veterinarians, and managers at his animal facilities. Every animal under his care lives in comfort and security, often receiving better treatment than most humans. This contrasts sharply with Dubai's incredibly welcoming and relaxed public image and numerous alleged human rights violations. He built Dubai as his personal project. When people talk about Dubai today, they mention the world's tallest building, artificial islands, luxury hotels, gold-plated cars, and shopping malls as big as airports. But behind all these wonders is this man, Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid al-Makhtoum. He didn't just rule Dubai, he built it. For him, Dubai was more than just a city. It was his personal dream, and he worked day and night to make that dream a reality. Many years ago, Dubai was a small desert village with a few buildings and fishing boats. In the 1960s and 70s, it was still mostly sand and sea. But Sheikh Mohammed saw something different. He believed Dubai could be a world-famous city, not because of oil, but because of vision, hard work, and big ideas. When he became ruler in 2006, he wasted no time. He had already been planning Dubai's future long before that. He began approving massive projects that astonished the world. The most famous is the Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world. Being the tallest wasn't our initial goal. The goal was to create a spectacular project. It stands over 2,700 feet tall and cost more than $1.5 billion to build. Sheikh Mohammed didn't just want a tall building, he wanted a symbol that would show the world that Dubai isn't afraid to dream big. He also spearheaded the construction of Palm Jumeirah, an artificial island shaped like a palm tree. This island boasts luxury homes, hotels, and beaches that attract the wealthy from all over the world. It cost $12 billion to create and is now one of the most famous destinations in the UAE. Under his leadership, Dubai Mall was also built. This is the world's largest shopping mall, with over 1,200 stores, a giant aquarium, an ice rink, and even an indoor waterfall. He also helped build Dubai Marina, a modern waterfront city filled with skyscrapers, restaurants, and luxury yachts. But he didn't stop there. Sheikh Mohammed championed Dubai's ambition to have the world's best airline, supporting the creation and growth of Emirates Airline, which now flies to more than 150 cities on 6 continents. Emirates is now one of the world's wealthiest and most trusted airlines. He also ensured that Dubai became a leading tourist destination. He brought global events like Expo 2020, international sporting tournaments, concerts, and technology conferences to the city. Hotels like the Burj Al Arab, which resembles a sail on the sea, became symbols of extreme wealth and comfort. All these projects weren't just for show. They were part of Sheikh Mohammed's grand plan to shift Dubai away from oil and toward business, tourism, and technology. He wanted Dubai to make money through its intelligence, not just its oil fields, and he succeeded. Today, Dubai generates billions of dollars each year from tourism, property sales, and international trade. The city has over 3 million people, with more than 85% being foreigners. It is now home to some of the world's wealthiest individuals, and most major corporations want to base there. Sheikh Mohammed's way of working is fast. He doesn't like slow progress. He once said that if a project is destined to take 10 years, he wants it done in 2. And in Dubai, that's exactly how things move. Skyscrapers go up in months, roads are built overnight, new laws are passed quickly to support businesses. He treats the city as his personal project, fixing what's wrong, changing what needs improvement, and always pushing for the next big thing. Even during difficult times, such as the 2008 global financial crisis or during the 2020 pandemic, Sheikh Mohammed did not stop. He found ways to protect the economy, support workers, and attract new investors. He showed the world that Dubai was not just built with money. It was built with vision, leadership, and bold decisions. Is he really a billionaire? Many people around the world wonder just how rich Mohammed bin Rashid al-Makhtoum really is. Some even call him a billionaire, but the truth isn't that simple. His exact net worth isn't publicly known and isn't listed on any official lists like Forbes. But when you look at what he owns and controls, it's easy to see why people believe he may be richer than most world leaders and even richer than the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia. Officially, some sources say Sheikh Mohammed's personal wealth is around $4 billion. That alone puts him among the richest monarchs in the world, but it's just a small part of the bigger picture. As the ruler of Dubai and vice president of the UAE, he controls many state-owned enterprises, real assets, and investments worth far more than his personal bank account. One of the main sources of his wealth is Dubai Holding, a massive business group owned by the ruling family. Dubai Holding is behind some of the country's largest businesses, including luxury hotels, shopping malls, media networks, telecommunications companies, and global real estate. Dubai Holding's value is estimated in the hundreds of billions of dollars. It also controls land and properties throughout Dubai. In Dubai, the royal family owns most of the land. This means that every time a new skyscraper, shopping mall, or resort is built, the royal family directly benefits. They're not just making money, they're profiting from the land, the buildings, the businesses within them, and even the tourists who visit. In addition to Dubai, Sheikh Mohammed also owns vast properties in other countries. He has homes and land in the UK, the US, Ireland, and France. Some of these properties are worth tens of millions of dollars each. One of his UK properties, located in the countryside of Surrey, is said to be worth over £70 million. What makes people believe he's a billionaire isn't just what he owns, it's also what he controls. The Dubai government, which he leads, controls ports, airlines, banks, tech companies, construction firms, and luxury brands. He doesn't need to put all of this in his name, but he still controls it, and it's worth hundreds of billions, perhaps even $1 trillion or more when added together. Moreover, unlike ordinary billionaires, Sheikh Mohammed doesn't live on a salary. His money comes from many sources: land, oil-related investments, tourism, real estate, global businesses, and more. And unlike other wealthy individuals who report their income for tax or public purposes, Sheikh Mohammed's wealth remains private. That's why no one knows the total amount, leaving room for people to believe that his fortune could secretly reach $1 trillion or more. Some financial experts say it's possible. If you take into account his private wealth, the state assets he controls, the investments in his name, and the resources linked to the Dubai government, the number could be much higher than what we see on paper. After all, he runs a city where a night in a hotel room can cost more than $10,000, and he helped make it one of the wealthiest places in the world. Secret power and global influence. Mohammed bin Rashid al-Makhtoum may not always be in the news, but behind the scenes he wields a level of power that very few people in the world can match. His influence extends far beyond Dubai and the UAE. He is deeply connected to global leaders, billionaires, major corporations, and powerful institutions. Much of his strength comes from how quietly he operates and how widely respected he is in private circles. As Prime Minister of the UAE, he attends high-level meetings with presidents, kings, and prime ministers from around the world. But many of the most important deals and decisions happen away from the cameras. He prefers to work quietly. This has earned him a reputation as a man of action, not noise. While other leaders seek attention, Sheikh Mohammed makes moves that change cities, industries, and even countries without saying much publicly. He is known to speak directly with world leaders when he wants something done. For example, when foreign companies want to establish themselves in Dubai, many wait for his approval, even if they already have business licenses. His personal blessing can open doors that money alone cannot. This is because he controls access to Dubai's most important assets: land, permits, contracts, and connections. Many billionaires and families, powerful families from around the world, have strong ties to him. From tech moguls in America to royal families in Europe and Asia, Sheikh Mohammed has built a network of trust. These relationships aren't always publicized, but they are reflected in the results: new projects, smooth business operations, and immense global investments flowing into Dubai. He also uses his influence to shape the image of Dubai and the UAE worldwide. One of the reasons he is so powerful is because he understands how to blend modern ideas with traditional values. He presents Dubai as a modern city, brimming with luxury, business, and technology, yet still maintains the strong leadership style that people in the region expect. This gives him the ability to deal with both East and West without losing the respect of either side. Within the UAE, he has built a system that gives him quiet control over important parts of the country. His name may not be on every document, but his hand is in almost everything, from business rules and construction laws to media decisions and international agreements. Many decisions are made through private meetings with his trusted team, bypassing votes and lengthy delays. Even in the world of technology and innovation, Sheikh Mohammed plays a significant role. He has strong ties to companies working in artificial intelligence, space travel, and robotics. His vision for Dubai includes smart cities, flying taxis, and virtual reality. Some of the world's wealthiest and brightest minds work with Dubai because of the access and trust that come from his personal support. Military leaders, global investors, technology CEOs, and top diplomats often visit Dubai not just for business, but to meet with him in person. A brief meeting with Sheikh Mohammed can lead to a billion-dollar deal, a new policy, or a major project. This illustrates the kind of influence he wields, one that requires quiet control rather than loud speeches. When countries have disputes or when companies face legal problems, he sometimes intervenes to resolve the matter behind closed doors. Because of his impeccable reputation, his word is trusted in many parts of the world, even in situations where others might not be welcome. Thanks for watching. See you in our next video.